Welcome back to another level grind let's play. I am Al0 and this is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time we played, we're in the middle of our investigation. We figured out we got a little bit of clues, and now we're figuring out what the hell is up with Toko. So let's talk to Byakuya here. You're talking to the wrong person. You wasted space. Fine, we'll talk to Toko. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Knock on the door. Toko, oh, I gotta talk to Hina. Okay. What's up, girl?
Mom!
You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. You know, she's the ultimate swimmer, but shouldn't she be like the ultimate sports team member or something? Because she's done a lot of sports and she's really good at what she does. But I don't know. I think her ultimate ability should be like something with a variety of sports, not just swimming. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff? We should talk to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. What's up, girl? You're looking so good. Alright, let's talk to Toko. Will she actually open the door for us this time? I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open and slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
いや、朝比奈さんが心配してて、深谷さんが閉じこもってるって。
放っておいて。
さ、とりあえず一度ドアを開けてくれない？
好きにさせない。ジェノサイダー賞なんかの好きにはさせない。
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. Couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think she's the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer genocidal Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
でも、
Whoever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Yeah, the one person she's in love with, Byakuya. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean? Sure, whatever. You gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
放っておいて。しつこぐ。ヨガミくん。
Whoa, is that a typo? Bacula? Ah, Bacula. What? Oh.
ごめんなさい。約束守れなかった。でも安心して。これ以上はもう私がジェノサイダーショーの好きにはさせないから。
And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise. Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
うん。
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
行くぞ。
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. What? Is this the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
None.
Don't make me say it again. I gotta do this stupid thing. I gotta check the lamp, I think. Knock it off. What does the desk not matter right now? I gotta check the room. Remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here.
行くぞ。
It all makes sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
つまり、
I wouldn't say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Alright, let's talk. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Fine. Okay, there's the one in the middle. There's so many file stuff on the shelves. What are all these things?
やめろ。
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths for a commoner. You mean like members of a diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret console controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Okay, I think I have to check this one. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
So,
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Wait. Oh, there's something behind him. There are a lot of tons of files stuffed on the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? What else is there? The lamp? Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
なんだ。
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Hey, I got a coin. Alright, let's check this last thing. No, wrong one. It's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges on the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful when I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
面白い。
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
海ね。
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, that's not that. It's not that. It's just, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How can anyone pull all of this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much hope Speak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. And so whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold cases, police investigation reports. Reading through those reports had always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that the victims are murdered. Their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended? It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about the particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one in the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. That's right, there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us? Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Hold on, we stop. What? Okay. I think behind him. There are a ton of thick files. No. I have to talk to her. Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
まあいいだろ
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Sorry if I mispronounced these names. Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchi Naohisa, Takashi Masamune, Yudo Yumejima. There's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it would be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because the night witness has never come forward, it's unlikely there were any external reason for that. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
つまり
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? Some part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
行くぞ
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
お前の相手をしている暇はない
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
じゃあな
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered something really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go and investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Oh, there's still so much. Wow. Alright, well, we're gonna... Holy crap, we're gonna continue the investigation next time.